Okay, today we're doing a Purple Martin birdhouse pole, 15 foot. I got this on Amazon. That's the instructions. So we're going to install it. We'll be putting a Purple Martin house up. It's February right now. Towards the end of February, February 20th. We found a location out here near our apple trees, and we're going to be installing it like right around here. It's nice and open, so the birds can come in and out without interference from the tree. Okay, so first step, excavate a 12-inch diameter hole 16-inch deep where I want to install the pole. So that's our next step, and then we'll fill it with concrete. Got a whole list of things here to do, so we're going to start digging the hole. 12 inches by 16 deep. Wonder if we ain't got chickens coming down here yet, because once they see I'm digging, they're going to be like, oh, look, here's grubs already. Know what they're missing. We're having a dinner. Measuring, a couple more inches to go, just about 16, and not quite 12, about wide, a little narrow, so widen it up, a couple more inches, and then on to the next step. All down, 16 inches, right there out there. You want them good buried? Ain't nothing in there for you. 16 inches. Yeah, a little shy of 12 inches. Not much. And put a little bit of stone in the bottom for drainage. Got some dirt in there, but this is our plastic sleeve. It's supposed to go down in there. Down in there just like so. Put concrete all around it and level it up. That's it. play inside the little tube. And we're level there. You can kind of see you got a little bit of play in the tube, but as it stiffens up, I'll put the dirt in, level it out a little more, and then we'll be ready to continue on. So we're back. It's a couple days later, and our post is in the ground. Concrete set up. We backfilled it with dirt. It's a little flimsy here. A little bit of play down there. I think what I'm going to do is mark that, and then I'm going to put some tape around there just to like take some of that play out of there. So I'm going to do that, and then we will be back to install the poles. And we also went ahead and built the Purple Martin house. Spared you the video of that. That was 3.5 hours to put that together. I'll get into that once we get these poles in. All you would hear on that video is just probably a lot of bleeping. It really wasn't that bad, but a lot of small bolts, a lot of assembly, and we'll get to that as soon as we get the pole thing situated. Okay, so there's my mark. And now let's get the taping. Nice and snug there. I don't think I'm gonna have too much of an issue if I ever need to get it out of there. What the? What's all the commotion over there? What's going on? Alright, so now we have these clips here. These clips are gonna go in to these little indentations here, like so, and they lock the pole in place. It allows us to telescope it up and down. So here's what's going on. I'm gonna sit this back here. It's over there still going crazy. Locking pin going in. So I'm going to bring it all the way down. The idea is, get a close up here a little bit, you just push that over and it locks the pole in place. So got another one, and my last pole going in the same way. Whoops. Way. Again, once that's in, you push it over and it locks it in place. Move it that way, and it allows us to kind of bring the pole down. Now, last but not least, I'm going to have to drill a hole up here to get the Purple Martin house in. We're going to do that now. Stay tuned. Alright, so here we are. This is the Bird's Choice Purple Martin house with Starling resistant entry hole. Made in the USA, 3-floor, 12 room. It's all aluminum and stainless, which is what we like. Assembly required, of course. There's a lot of parts, a lot of little screws, a lot of little nuts and bolts. So it took me about 3.5 hours to put it together. I didn't want to video it because there'd be a lot of beeping, cursing. So there's all your parts. The instructions are kind of okay. I mean, you got to read them over and pay, you know, careful attention when you're doing it. But again, 3.5 hours. Whoops. And a little bit of not a whole lot of cussing. It wasn't that bad. You just got to have watchmaking skills a little bit because the bolts are so small. But all in all, it wasn't that bad. And here's what we came up with. As promised, there it is, already assembled. What I'm gonna do is face these holes, I think, north and south, because that's west, and prevailing winds, so we'd always have probably wind blowing in. That's fully assembled, 3.5 hours. You can see all the tiny little screws for the inside. Kind of just flip that over and you can lift the door up to clean them out. We'll probably shove some pine needles in there. Close it back up. Flip this back over. There's a little hole there that it snaps into. And it's good. It's got a little railing on there. I mean, you know, it's all metal. It's not plastic. Is it a quality custom built one? No, but we'll find out. It's our first time. So I fastened it to a pole. I've marked it. And now I'm going to raise it up and we'll see the final thing. So this final pole here the house gets screwed into the base. I put a piece of tape there. When I drop it down, it'll kind of hold it on this pole. I had to drill a hole through here to hold this pole. This little pin here, you can get it like Tractor Supply or Home Depot. They all have them. They're not very expensive. So the kit comes with this little mounting plate and the 2 screws. But this pole came with the pole kit. It didn't really give a provision for another locking pin here, as you can see. So, and they didn't give you a whole lot of detail on how to secure it. So that's the method I came up with. I freaking drilled it out. And we have this little hitch pin that goes in here. And then we can raise it up. So that's what we're gonna do. Chickens are still here checking things out. They wish they had a home like that, but their house is way nicer. And that's it. It's up there pretty high. They claim 15 foot. It seems like, I guess if it's 15 foot, if it's all that. And it's still early, it's February, so we'll probably bring it back down. Leave it up on nice days. I don't think we got any purple martins coming in yet, but that's it. Our purple martin house is finished. And we'll tune back when we get some purple martins, hopefully.